everyone, I'm Jackie and I'm here to help you ace your U.S. naturalization interview. Today, I have Officer Olivia to go over the 100 civics questions and give you the simplest answer to remember. Are you ready to practice? Let's start our class today.
Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. The Civil War. The Civil War. Name one U.S. territory. Name one U.S. territory. Guam. Guam. What is an amendment? What is an amendment? A change to the Constitution. A change to the Constitution. What are the two parts of the U.S. Congress? What are the two parts of the U.S. Congress? The Senate and House of Representatives. The Senate and House of Representatives. What is the rule of law? What is the rule of law? Everyone must follow the law. Everyone must follow the law. What is the economic system in the United States? What is the economic system in the United States? Capitalist economy. Capitalist economy. What is the supreme law of the land? What is the supreme law of the land? The Constitution. The Constitution. What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? The United States. The United States. What is the political party of the president now? What is the political party of the president now? Democratic Party. Democratic Party. What is the capital of your state? What is the capital of your state? Answers will vary. Name one problem that led to the Civil War. Name one problem that led to the Civil War. Slavery. Slavery. The idea of self-government is in the first three words of the Constitution. What are these words? The idea of self-government is in the first three words of the Constitution. What are these words? We the people. We the people. What is one thing Benjamin Franklin is famous for? What is one thing Benjamin Franklin is famous for? U.S. diplomat. U.S. diplomat. Name your U.S. representative. Name your U.S. representative. Answers will vary. There were 13 original states. Name 3. There were 13 original states. Name 3. New York, New Jersey, New Hampshire. New York, New Jersey, New Hampshire. What is one reason colonists came to America? What is one reason colonists came to America? Freedom. Freedom. Name one right only for United States citizens. Name one right only for United States citizens. Vote in a federal election. Vote in a federal election. What are two ways that Americans can participate in their democracy? What are two ways that Americans can participate in their democracy? Vote. Run for office. Vote. Run for office. During the Cold War, what was the main concern of the United States? During the Cold War, what was the main concern of the United States? Communism. Communism. What is the name of the Vice President of the United States now? What is the name of the Vice President of the United States now? Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. How old do citizens have to be to vote for president? How old do citizens have to be to vote for president? 18 and older. 18 and older. What is the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives now? What is the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives now? Mike Johnson. Mike Johnson. What major event happened on September 11, 2001 in the United States? What major event happened on September 11, 2001 in the United States? Terrorists attacked the United States. Terrorists attacked the United States. Why do some states have more representatives than other states? Why do some states have more representatives than other states? Because they have more people. Because they have more people. If the president can no longer serve, who becomes president? If the president can no longer serve, who becomes president? The vice president. The vice president. What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803? What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803? Louisiana. Louisiana. What is the highest court in the United States? What is the highest court in the United States? The Supreme Court. The Supreme Court. In what month do we vote for president? In what month do we vote for president? November. November. Who is one of your state's US senators now? Who is one of your state's US senators now? Answers will vary. What ocean is on the east coast of the United States? What ocean is on the east coast of the United States? Atlantic Ocean. Atlantic Ocean. Who makes federal laws? Who makes federal laws? Congress. Congress. Who is the governor of your state now? Who is the governor of your state now? Answers will vary. Who was the first president? Who was the first president? George Washington. George Washington. Who is in charge of the executive branch? Who is in charge of the executive branch? The President. The President. What is the name of the national anthem? What is the name of the national anthem? The Star-Spangled Banner. The Star-Spangled Banner. Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the federal government. What is one power of the federal government? Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the federal government. What is one power of the federal government? To print money. To print money. What group of people was taken to America and sold as slaves? What group of people was taken to America and sold as slaves? Africans. Africans. What is freedom of religion? What is freedom of religion? You can practice any religion or not practice a religion. You can practice any religion or not practice a religion. What happened at the Constitutional Convention? What happened at the Constitutional Convention? The Constitution was written. The Constitution was written. What did Martin Luther King Jr. do? What did Martin Luther King Jr. do? Fought for civil rights. Fought for civil rights. Name one of the two longest rivers in the United States. Name one of the two longest rivers in the United States. Mississippi River. Mississippi River. Name two national U.S. holidays. Name two national U.S. holidays. New Year's Day. Christmas. New Year's Day. Christmas. Who was president during World War I? Who was president during World War I? Woodrow Wilson. Woodrow Wilson. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? July 4th, 1776. July 4th, 1776. What stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful? What stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful? Separation of powers. Separation of powers. If both the president and the vice president can no longer serve, who becomes president? If both the president and the vice president can no longer serve, who becomes president? The Speaker of the House. The Speaker of the House. What movement tried to end racial discrimination? What movement tried to end racial discrimination? Civil rights movement. Civil rights movement. Why did the colonists fight the British? Why did the colonists fight the British? Because of high taxes. Because of high taxes. Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? John Roberts. John Roberts. Before he was president, Eisenhower was a general. What war was he in? Before he was president, Eisenhower was a general. What war was he in? World War II. World War II. When is the last day you can send in federal income tax forms? When is the last day you can send in federal income tax forms? April 15th. April 15th. What are two cabinet-level positions? What are two cabinet-level positions? Attorney General. Vice President. Attorney General. Vice President. What is one right or freedom from the First Amendment? What is one right or freedom from the First Amendment? Speech. Speech. What is the capital of the United States? What is the capital of the United States? Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s. World War I. World War I. Why does the flag have 13 stripes? Why does the flag have 13 stripes? Because there were 13 original colonies. Because there were 13 original colonies. What does the Constitution do? What does the Constitution do? Sets up the government. Sets up the government. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers. John Jay. John Jay. What does the judicial branch do? What does the judicial branch do? Reviews laws. Reviews laws. We elect a U.S. Senator for how many years? We elect a U.S. Senator for how many years? 6. 6. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson. What does the President's Cabinet do? What does the President's Cabinet do? Advises the President. Advises the President. We elect a president for how many years? We elect a president for how many years? 4. 4. Who did the United States fight in World War II? Who did the United States fight in World War II? Japan, Germany, and Italy. Japan, Germany, and Italy. When must all men register for the Selective Service? When must all men register for the Selective Service? At age 18. At age 18. Name one branch or part of the government. Name one branch or part of the government. The President. The President. Name the U.S. war between the North and the South. Name the U.S. war between the North and the South. The Civil War. The Civil War. Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived? Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived? Native Americans. Native Americans. How many amendments does the Constitution have? How many amendments does the Constitution have? 27. 27. How many U.S. Senators are there? How many U.S. Senators are there? 100. 100. Who is the father of our country? Who is the father of our country? George Washington. George Washington. We elect a U.S. representative for how many years? We elect a U.S. representative for how many years? 2. 2. Who signed bills to become laws? Who signed bills to become laws? The President. The President. Name one state that borders Mexico. Name one state that borders Mexico. California. California. Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? Franklin Roosevelt. Franklin Roosevelt. What did Susan B. Anthony do? What did Susan B. Anthony do? Fought for women's rights. Fought for women's rights. Why does the flag have 50 stars? Why does the flag have 50 stars? Because there are 50 states. Because there are 50 states. What are the two major political parties in the United States? What are the two major political parties in the United States? Democratic and Republican. Democratic and Republican. The House of Representatives has how many voting members? The House of Representatives has how many voting members? 435. 435. What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution? What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution? The Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights. What ocean is on the west coast of the United States? What ocean is on the west coast of the United States? Pacific Ocean. Pacific Ocean. Where is the Statue of Liberty? Where is the Statue of Liberty? New York. New York. Name one American Indian tribe in the United States. Name one American Indian tribe in the United States. Crow. Crow. Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the states. What is one power of the states? Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the states. What is one power of the states? Give a driver's license. Give a driver's license. There are 4 amendments to the Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them. There are 4 amendments to the Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them. Any citizen can vote. Any citizen can vote. What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen? What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen? Be loyal to the United States. Be loyal to the United States. How many justices are on the Supreme Court? How many justices are on the Supreme Court? 9. 9. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? Freed the slaves. Freed the slaves. When do we celebrate Independence Day? When do we celebrate Independence Day? July 4th. July 4th. Who does a U.S. Senator represent? Who does a U.S. Senator represent? All people of the state. All people of the state. Who is the Commander-in-Chief of the military? Who is the Commander-in-Chief of the military? The President. The President. What was one important thing that Abraham Lincoln did? What was one important thing that Abraham Lincoln did? Freed the slaves. Freed the slaves. What are two rights in the Declaration of Independence? What are two rights in the Declaration of Independence? Life, liberty. Life, liberty. When was the Constitution written? When was the Constitution written? 1787. 1787. Who vetoes bills? Who vetoes bills? The President. The President. What are two rights of everyone living in the United States? What are two rights of everyone living in the United States? Freedom of speech. Freedom of religion. Freedom of speech. Freedom of religion. Name one state that borders Canada. Name one state that borders Canada. New York. New York. What did the Declaration of Independence do? What did the Declaration of Independence do? Announced our independence from Great Britain. Announced our independence from Great Britain. What is the name of the President of the United States now? What is the name of the President of the United States now? Joe Biden. Joe Biden. What is one responsibility that is only for United States citizens? What is one responsibility that is only for United States citizens? Vote in a federal election. Vote in a federal election.